Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Definitely appreciate the support. I want to go over a quick game that I had. One of you guys asked the question, what do you do against guys who, um, a lot of people play a defense to where they squeeze the defensive line, and a lot of guys are able to just get inside due to how I don't know, it's just kind of weird. And for the past 3 weeks, all I've been doing is just running play action against it. And you'll see the benefits of running play action. The play action blocking in Madden is different from drop back pass protection. And what's funny is play action pass blocking in Madden has always been garbage, but it just so happens that it's actually pretty good against what people try to do when they try to pinch the defensive line. All right, so I've been doing this for a while, and it really does work against what people do here. Okay. So, first I ran it because obviously in Madden, when you make your audibles, you don't have enough time. It's 7 seconds left, and then now you're rushing your first play, which is kind of annoying. It is what it is. So right here, this is when I notice, okay, he's doing the pretty much meta garbage where they shift everybody in, and then now he's just going to hover over here, and then they're just going to try to get people to float inside. I think that guy Henry does this. This is his defense, so obviously people are going to copy that style. And I'll show you how you can better play against that offensively. So I just called a play action play, and obviously you got to think further ahead, right? Okay, play action would be good for the blocking up front if they're just bringing these guys, right? But you got to still think on the back end, right? And it's kind of funny because I pretty much know in a situation like this that this guy's playing like cover 4 drop zone on the back end, right? And then floating these guys to the outside. So looking at this, how would you attack this? Well, why not high-low the middle of the field or in between the numbers? Because this guy's the only one who's going to be able to defend, and he can't be in two places at one time. Now, obviously, I'm not doing it here because he's running deep up the middle where there's zones, but I figured with this action going this way, we would be able to have this window here. Snap. He hangs inside. And what do you know? You got to throw back shoulder. Like you throw backwards when you throw to him. So we throw it kind of away from the inside user defender. So this is where I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to run play action like every damn play, right? If this is all you're going to do, man, then that's what I'm going to do, right? So now I'm like, all right, how about I do this? Again, I pretty much know what you're going to do. You're going to drop zone everybody, right? So that's the outer shell of the coverage. You're going to pin out to play outside the numbers. So are you. So now the user is forced to defend 2 routes on the inside, right? So whichever way he goes, right, he's too far inside. So I just quick throw into that in pattern. And we get another 15 yards. What's funny is he stayed in this defense, I think, the entire game. And it just didn't matter that I was clearly exploiting what he was doing. He just didn't want to go to anything else. And I don't know if it's because, again, he's copying and pasting this style from Henry or whoever, right? But they just feel as if this is what works, so I'm just going to run this. And if they beat it, I'm not going to think and try to figure out anything else. I'm just going to run this because it works probably against everybody else, right? Or most people. Snap the ball. So I'm running one in from both sides. You go that way, so now I'm throwing here. Right? But as you notice, I mean, you can rewind it. You could see how we're not having trouble. Okay, so he switched it here. I remember this. So then he's like, you know what, I need to switch the back end, right? Because it's just not working. So now he switches to a single high coverage. But guess what? That's fine because we're still going to run play action, but we're going to run a concept on the back side to attack single high, right? So now obviously we can't throw this because the middle of the field is closed, but now we're running deep comebacks on the outside, and that's a good way to attack single high with play action. Play action, look at how clean we are in the pocket. I mean, we just have no one in the face of the quarterback. Throw at the top of the route. We get a first down. So lately my red zone has been pretty trash because I've been trying different stuff. I gotta get out of that mode to be just trying stuff in MUT. I should just try stuff in the champions side, but then all Madden regular season just play the optimal stuff. He goes to bunch offset. I'm probably gonna play Pentagon or sort. Go watch my videos on that. So here I'm playing Pentagon. So you can tell what defense I'm playing based upon who I user. If I'm using him, I'm playing Pentagon. So we're playing a 5-on-3 deal on this side of the field. We're stealing the backside safety for the final number 3. But if I'm using this player from this look, then we're playing sort because I'm doing something with him on the backside, right? So I'm playing Pentagon here. I'm looking for the final number 3. There it is. And what do you know? Terrible user, me, right? So the defense is fine. So I was pissed that I missed that. And again, I got quick hiked, right? It's pretty annoying. So I'm playing Pentagon. I back up this guy, second defender in. It gives a pretty decent look. And what do you know? I messed up again, right? So when I see stuff like that, I'm not, like, I'm irritated at myself, but not in a way to where I feel as if, you know, I'm going to lose the game, right? Because I know the scheme was fine. If I just execute, then I know we're good, right? So we go back on offense. He's doing the same stuff. And this is where I'm like, hey, no cover down on the number 2, so I'm going to throw the double out. But I think, yeah, that's what he did. He pressed, so I'm like, I can't do that. So I just check into this, and obviously I'm looking to exploit him in the middle, right? Play action, we're good in pass protection. And we just throw where he is not. Okay, so here's another play, right? So you guys should know this play, PA tight end wheel. And this is where you can get creative, right? Now I'm just running anything, as long as I have a play action called, right? This is what I do against people who pinch like this, right? The play action blocking blocks it so well, right? So what's the PA tight end wheel? Well, he's supposed to wheel out like this, but how can we change it to where we get a high-low in between the numbers, right? Because he's playing outside the numbers. Well, you see what I did is I just changed him out into an in, so now we get a high-low here, right? That's all you gotta do is, if you're gonna be the only guy in the middle of the field, I wonder if that's what happened here. Yep, right? Outside the numbers, right? So, you know, we know Madden makes these guys be Superman as the user, right? But again, we still gotta exploit you and high-low you or stretch you, right? So we're going to throw where you are not, right? So he takes the underneath defender, and now look at this window here, right? Wide open. We keep moving forward, and I think this is where I'm like, let me go through the playbook. Let me go PAY sail, right? And I'm looking at this play. I'm like, where can I get a high-low? So looking at it now, I messed up here. Because, well, actually, no. Because what I was thinking was, I was just going to high-low with the flood, right? I was just going to high-low this outside defender because he's just going to clear this outside guy. But you're going to see the play action, he gets caught in the middle, and now we only have the corner route, and it's open too, so I just throw it, right? But how can we make this better? Well, why not make a Salem concept, right? Turn him into a deep in, and now we have a high-low here, right? Because again, this guy's floating outside the numbers. He's playing over top. I mean, so, you know, doesn't matter what he does. If he plays in the window up here, we throw here. If he drives on this, we throw here, right? We just leave ourselves with more options. But I wasn't thinking, right? So look at this. I mean, I could have just threw this right here, right? But you want to stretch defenders and drop zone like this, right? So you could see how if he pinned on this, this would be open, right? But if he stayed in the window of the in, this would be open, right? So I missed an opportunity to draw up a great combination there, but that's fine. Okay, and like he's still just doing it every single play, right? Every single play. So this is where I'm like, let me pick a random play in my playbook that I haven't ran. Any play that has a play action. So I'm like, let me use this, right? So I ran this. I'm like, yeah, we get a high-low field, high-low concept here. But I'm like, I don't like, because it seems like by the time that they are above and under one another, it would be about here. And I wanted it to be a little bit more here when they're right above and under, right? So my solution was to motion the tight end outside, right? And I found this interesting when I did that. We got this guy moving, reducing his split inside, right? So now it seems as if by the time we are directly above and under one another, it should be around here, and this is where I want it because I'm trying to attack this guy. Play action. He stays under. I go over. So they didn't go over and under at the time that I wanted to, but it still worked out. He goes single high. I don't remember what I did here. I did play. I was just like, theoretically, you wouldn't throw this in real life. I don't think the comeback pattern at it underneath the 20 is good, but in Madden it is with the cover one corners because they play way too soft underneath the 20 while in cover one man, from what I've noticed. So I'm going to run the play action again to protect against what he's doing with these guys. Look how it works out. Throw at the top of the route against cover one man. We get a touchdown. So he goes bunch again. Let's see what I did. Looks like I'm playing sort. That's what I'm doing. So I brought him down to blitz him. Your man on him, your man on him, and I have to match the final number 3 from the bunch. That's how you play sort. There's the final number 3. And lo and behold, for the third time, he's 3 for 3. All 3 of those throws were on me. Every single one of them. Right? So, I suck. You know what? I think I'm a good defensive coordinator, but I'm a horrible user. It's probably the best way to put it. So I need to work on that. So now I'm playing Pentagon, looking for the final number 3, and I'm like, we finally get a hit on the quarterback. I don't think he had nowhere to go there. Oh, this is where I changed it up, right? So I've been playing sort and Pentagon, and I'm like, you know what? Let me throw a little wrinkle. Let's play 3 traffic, right? So go watch my video on traffic, and I believe we really confused them because it just plays so much differently than Pentagon and sort. But everything looks kind of the same, right? So now I'm playing Pentagon, matching the final number 3, and I'm like, I'm not having it this time. All right. I'm always going to dance on someone who has just a gimmicky style. I'm sorry, man. Like, to me, it's just kind of so corny to where that's all you do. You pinch everyone in. You're like trying to attack the coding of the game of Madden. I don't understand why people have fun doing that. I mean, maybe because you win and that's what's fun to you, but I could just never win in that manner, and that's just me. Not because I'm on some moral ground or nothing like that. I just don't see how it's fun. It's more fun when you're utilizing concepts and stuff that you see every week on football, right? It's more fun when you're like learning about the game as you play the game. So as you can see, now he's done doing it because he's finally realized that I'm just exploiting it over and over again. You're not getting in. He goes to single high. I should have checked out here or did something here against single high. Okay, I checked in the levels divide and I turned them into a go in case they're pressing man to man. Okay, so right now my eyes are over here now because when I see you bail like that, now it's single high and that should be open. It is. And now, I also have ability on the quarterback to where I think if you make like 6 straight completions or something like that, now you can see the back end of the coverage. And that's kind of like not fair for someone like me, to be honest, because now I know exactly where to attack, right? So he's doing it again. So I'm like, all right, let me go to play action, right? Yep. And now I know this isn't fair. Now I know you are playing over the top. This is just going to be open every single time unless he gets underneath it, right? Snap it. Yeah, I'm definitely throwing. Oh, okay, so I went underneath because he was attacking there. You can take a look there. So I could have threw that comeback. But he was attacking on the run, the user. Fast forward. We almost got hit there. Okay. Looking at this, I know I can run Dragon, right? If you're going to widen to the flat and you're playing over the top and not man-to-man, this window is going to be wide open for the slant. So I know why I did this. I did this to make sure that we kind of fluff action going this way so you don't get in the window of this, because that's where I'm going. And there it is. So I think this will be the final drive. I am playing Pentagon here. I should match the final number 3 from the bunch. There it is. And look at that. So that's why I backed off the vert hook. He plays it a little bit better in the window there, as you see there. Look how we're getting pressure, so he has to get rid of the ball. Pressure is everything, and it's just not enough space to fit this in here, man. Here, Charles Tillman gets an interception, and of course I'm going to dance if you're just a gimmicky player. So, finally get a win. I mean, I gotta tell you guys, my offense has been poor the last couple of weeks. I've been just a little bit off. Sometimes you go on just a bad run for, you know, however long. But my defense has been like really good. So he quits the game. It is what it is. And I hope you guys got something from this video, man. Peace.